Our next guest earned a Grammy and Tony Award for his run on the humble equity waiver musical Hamilton. It's good, Google it. Next, he gives voice alongside Jamie Foxx to the Disney-Pixar movie Soul. It premieres on Disney Plus on Christmas Day. Please say hello to Daveed Diggs. Hey, Daveed, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, Jimmy?
It's good to see you. How's everything going?
It's good, I mean, it's L.A. in a COVID crisis. It's as good as it gets.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. You feel, when people ask how it's going, you feel like you have to go like,
I wear this.
Yeah.
This is my day. This is what I do,
That's a stylish one. That's like a permanent one. We have like the crappy one.
I'm in it for 13 hours a day. It's got to be comfortable.
Really? 13 hours a day you're wearing that thing? For fun or
set.
For work? Oh, on set.
Yeah,
okay.
That's my fashion one.
What are you working on right now? What are you on set doing?
We're shooting this blind spotting TV show.
Oh, from the movie, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're making a TV series out of the movie that you made.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun, except for the helmet.
It is.
Yeah.
It's fun. It would be way more fun if it wasn't 2020. But.
Yes. You're our last guest of 2020. Is there anything you'd like to say to this year before?
I don't know. I think just recycle the clip of that wonderful kid from earlier.
Yeah.
I think he said everything that we all have to say about 2020.
Yeah, maybe you have a part for him in the TV show.
I just want him next to me all the time.
It'd be funny if you had a sidekick in real life. I
want it to be him, just telling people, get the back.
What were the holidays like for you growing up?
I was raised Jewish, but like Berkeley, I called it laissez-faire Judaism, right? I always sort of remembered when the holidays happened. But, so we opened presents on Christmas, but it was always a thing, because my pops drove a bus and often didn't have Christmas off. And we also didn't have any real money for presents, so eventually we stopped celebrating any traditional holidays and we invented a new holiday called Meat Fest.
Meat Fest. Okay.
Yeah. It was like it was a potluck where everybody had to bring a dish made of meat. It was basically like a feast with no sides.
I see. And could it be any kind of meat, or was it beef exclusively? What are we talking about here?
No, whatever. As long as it used to be alive, it was fair game. But
boy, I like the sound of this. I hope your family is carrying on this tradition.
We haven't done it in years because we're separated by great distances and don't often get together during the holidays. We keep talking about bringing it back, but also several family members are vegan now.
Oh.
So the rules would have to change. Maybe you can imitate it or something. But yeah, it got wild. It got pretty competitive. We would invite lots of people. It became like a thing among my friends, right? Because we always had it whatever day my pops had off between Christmas and New Year's. And so people weren't doing anything. They weren't with their families. So a lot of friends would come, and people would try to outdo each other. A boss of mine made beef Wellington one time. People were bringing quail and stuff. Like, it became a real...
Really? Yeah. What was the best meat item ever served at Meat Fest in all your years?
Oh, man, I don't know. The Wellington was tough to beat. It was huge. It was like table-sized. and I also didn't know what such a thing was. But honestly, like, my mom, who hasn't eaten meat in years, and even while we were doing it, didn't really eat meat. She just did this for us. But she used to make a mean tri-tip, actually, and still could, though she refuses to now.
Very, very Northern California. Yeah, very Central California, the tri-tip.
Yeah.
You released a Hanukkah song this year, and there aren't many Hanukkah songs, so did you feel one was needed? Is that why you did this?
Nah, I did it because the Disney Channel asked
you to, okay.
asked my band if we would write a Hanukkah song, and I said no, and then they said, well, but why not? And then we had a conversation about it. And here's the thing I'm in a band called Clipping, and we're very good with constraints. We like setting up rules for ourselves. And over the course of the conversation about this song, we were like, well, because it would have to be like a klezmer rap song that's age appropriate for kids, and oh yeah, this is a good idea. We should probably make this song. You know,
The song is called Puppy for Hanukkah, which is nice because, you know, Jewish parents will say, oh, there are no Hanukkah songs. There's just the Adam Sandler song. There aren't many songs. And then the dreidel song is a Hanukkah song. But then now you've released this song that requires them to get their child a puppy.
Yeah. A friend of mine texted me and said thousands of Jewish parents are cursing you under their breath right now.
And that's what it's all about, right?
Happy Hanukkah.
It was announced last week that you're going to be in this live-action film of The Little Mermaid, playing Sebastian the Crab.
Yeah.
Which is not kosher, but exciting, yes? I mean,
it is.
How old were you when that movie came out?
I must have, because what was that, 91 or 92? I was like 9 or 10 years old, something like that. I remember going to see it in the theaters. I remember lining up at the Grand Lake Theater to see it in like a line full of kids. I still have this memory. And so it's wild for me because we also premiered Blind Spotting at the Grand Lake, which was the next time I ever sort of stood in a line there. So that was a nice full circle moment for me. And
you had to stand in line at your own movie? What's going on?
Yeah. Nobody knew who I was.
You know, Lin-Manuel Miranda was on our show and told us at one time that he named his son Sebastian because of The Little Mermaid.
He really likes that movie a lot.
Yeah. And he's a producer on this movie, right?
He is. He's written some lyrics for it. There's some new songs in it. Yeah, watching Lin and Alan Menken together is like a really special kind of nerd candy. You know, it's really good.
You're also in this in the movie Soul, which is a Disney-Pixar movie. I watched this with my kids. They really enjoyed it with Jamie Foxx. Were you I don't want to say too much about it because I think a little bit of it will get ruined if we do, but were you in the high school band as a kid?
I was. Yeah. I played saxophone. I played alto sax for a number of years, and I played in the jazz ensemble at Berkeley High School. Yeah, which was full of really great players. Like, if you know your jazz, I played with Ambrose Akinmusiri and Jonathan Finlayson and Thomas Pridge, and people were going on to have these monstrous careers in jazz. And then there was me, like, just sort of holding on for dear life in, like, third chair alto, trying to not ruin all the songs. Yeah.
Well, if you're going to be in third chair, you might as well be behind guys like that, I guess.
Yeah. I was the flashy dresser of the bunch. I also ruined the pictures. I ruined the songs and the photos.
It's very good to see you. The movie's called Soul. It's coming to Disney Plus on Christmas Day. Gather the children around and watch it. Daveed Diggs, everybody. Thanks, Daveed. We'll be back with The Bird and the Bee with Dave Grohl. Thanks for watching. Remember, every time you click the subscribe button, one of your enemies gets destroyed.